Hello and welcome to this Alakazam Live. But guys, as you can see, I am on my own this week, but I will always bring you a live when I can. And so I am here. Typical same Alakazam Live, just me. So it might be a little bit shorter because I don't have anybody to talk to or bounce off. I have Chris, who is in the live editing suite, but you won't be able to hear him because he's not mic'd up. So we still have a quiz this week. We still have some tricks that we're going to be looking at. I got a copy of this. This was sent to us by Murphy's to have a little look at. This is Stasis. This is not out yet. It's a pre-release. So I'm going to speak about that today. I did a little bit of performance of it as well, so I'll drop that in. And we have a quiz. I am going to have a little look over here as well, because this is where you guys are talking to me. So interact. The more you interact with me, the longer this live is going to be, I guess. It could go down in history as the world's shortest Alakazam Live. But I still have stuff that's planned, so yeah, if we get to half hour, that's still good for me. But we do have a quiz, so let's pop the quiz up. I'm not sure how many are watching over on YouTube because I don't have that set. I'm just over on the Facebook, just seeing the messages over here today. So get your messages in. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, a question for me, anything to interact to make it a little bit longer, then the Tuesdays are for you guys. So there's about 25-30 over on Facebook. So Simon Kelly, where is he? He is in London with the 4MG boys. It's day two. They did one show yesterday, doing a show today at the XL for a UCAS exhibition. So yesterday's show went really well, and I'm sure today's did as well. I just haven't heard from him yet. So yeah, that's where Pete is. So obviously H is out as well as part of 4MG. So it's just me, and of course Chris. And Andy's next door, so if you're looking to order anything, Andy's still in there holding the shop together. So do some hellos. Brian Lloyd, hello mate. John R. Williams, Dan Ives is watching, Jonathan Brecken, Simon Kelly, John Middleton. Everyone, this week, do me a favour, get involved in the quiz, because if there's only 30 of you, let's try and get as many of you doing it. There's some interesting questions on this week's quiz, and it's by Rigor Thompson. So Rigor, the email that you sent in with the quiz, I couldn't find it on the system, so let us know what your login email is and I'll put your £15 worth of loyalty points into your account. A few things we're going to be talking about today, and I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone that attended the Magic Roadshow. That was on, I lose track of days now, Sunday. Yes, that was on Sunday. So it was an amazing day. It was the first that I'd ever attended. I know they were touring around the UK, and they've had an absolute blast. It was Magic Smith, Mark Mason, Losander, Card Shark, and of course Paul Richards. So, and us, we attended, and it was a great day. It was great to see everyone that came by the stand, and everyone that did come by the stand were treated to two effects that aren't even going to be out for a couple of months. So if you were there and you got your hands on either of them, then congrats to you. Please keep them to yourself for now. I also had a few copies of Envision with me, and they all sold out as well. So thank you to everyone that dropped by. Hi Dave, great evening on Friday at the Magic Roadshow. Yeah, it was a really good day. Make sure I don't lose the quiz. There we go. Alright. Favourite effect of the show. I tell you what, it had to be, I think, Losander. Obviously, he's well known for his floating table. I don't know what the name of this table is called. I want to say Mirage table, I'm probably wrong. He's got a table where at the end, after he's floated it, he covers it with a cloth and it vanishes. And 360, because he had people, obviously in front of him, he had people all the way down the sides of him as well, filming it. I know Brendan Rodriguez has just put a vlog up, so if you follow him, he's actually filming a lot of the day, so you get to see some of the dems and stuff, and he does a few interviews, and he films Losander do this, and it's amazing. He's done the whole floating table as you know it, and then boom, it vanishes. And yeah, that is probably the best trick that I saw of the day. I didn't see a lot of magic because I was behind the stand, but it was amazing. It was amazing. Everyone's saying Dave DeRose, Dave DeRose, Dave DeRose. Hello, Dave DeRose, Dave DeRose. I may have missed something. Hello, Phil Taylor. So yeah, the table was amazing. So a few things coming up. It's the Tackling Terrifying Taboos 3 with Jamie Dawes. If you have not joined us for any of these, then you are missing out. That's not just a sales pitch. It is an amazing night. It's spooky, it's weird, and it's incredibly creative. Jamie never fails to create amazing magic, but in particular is known for his spooky effects. Now, I will say something, I think that he's going to be covering this as well. I had a little video pop up on my phone, my inbox on Facebook, and any time a video pops up from Jamie, I'm scared. No, I'm always intrigued because I know that he probably created something and he always sends it to a few people first. So I clicked on it, and about 30 seconds later, I was like, I had to call him. I was like, that is amazing. He has come up with, in my opinion, the best spirit slates out there. That's just my opinion. I think it's amazing, and he makes them out of, cheap materials you can pick up from your local shop. He's going to teach how to make them on this show, but the whole first night is all kind of it's a mixture of a seance, a mentalism, magic, spook show. So enough about me talking about it. There is a trailer that Jamie's put together, so let's hear a little bit from the man himself about this night.
For the past 2 years, myself and the Alakazam Academy have hosted an evening like no other held in the year. An evening of screams, scares, and an exploration of the macabre. Last year, we explored spirit slates, seances. We found Bloody Mary in her mirror. And above all, there were many, many screams.
Charlie, Charlie, say goodbye. Charlie, Charlie, say goodbye.
But this year, it's the year of the clown. For the first day of this course, you're going to join me with our live studio audience as we hold a live seance. Discover the story of the crazy clown killer, find out what he did, and discover the true mystery behind the story. Then we're going to break that apart, show you how everything works, so that you can hold your very own seance this Halloween. This is a spook show, mentalism show, and seance all in one. It encompasses magic, illusion, special effects, and a few extra hidden secrets. Now, neither the Alakazam crew or the audience have been briefed on what's going to happen, so it should be a great evening. And then on the second day, we're going to digest even more smaller, close-up, more intricate tricks. Show you how you can use some of the tricks that we used in the seance in close-up and on stage. And this year, you get to join me with a very, very special guest. I'll see you for Tackling Terrifying Taboos 3 this Halloween.
Hi, I'm Terry Tyson. I'm speaking to you from my studio in California, getting ready for a very special installment, in fact the third installment of Jamie Dawes' Tackling Terrifying Taboos with the Alakazam Academy. Please join us on October 9th and 10th, as we've got some very, very special things planned for you. Cheers.
I'm going to try this as well. Hello. Did you hear me whisper anything in your ear?
Yeah.
What did I whisper?
Hello.
Hello. Good.
So there you have it, Tackling Terrifying Taboos, Volume 3. It's the third year in a row that Jamie's done this, and each year has been very different and had incredible reviews. So you can buy the last 2 years and catch up on that if you like. They're on our site. I think one's a 2-day course, and the 2-day course will be $49.99, and one of them is a 1-day course, which is $24.99. Now, this one is a 2-day course. It will be $49.99. The second that it stops filming on the second day, it will go back to its normal price of $49.99. However, we always do early bird price up to the event. So for $24.99, you'll get access to both days to learn absolutely everything. So that has to be purchased before the event. All right. So before it finishes, pretty much. So if you purchased it at the beginning of day 2, it will still honour it. But obviously you'll miss day 1 until it's uploaded. If you can't make the event, it doesn't matter. They will be uploaded. You can watch them wherever you like. And of course, you'll save yourself 25 quid buying it in advance. So Halloween is not too far away. They've already started putting Halloween stuff into the shops and stuff. So yeah, Tackling Terrifying Taboos 3 is going to be amazing. So grab your tickets now. You can get them over on the site. So yeah, I'm going to put this up one more time before we start quiz question number 1. So let me put that up there. I will say as well, I know that a lot of people are asking about when we're going to do this giveaway. It was going to be planned for Tuesday, but we're going to integrate it with something else, really cool announcement. So yeah, watch this space. I'm going to do it with Peter, so it will be soon. We are organising a date for it. I know it's been a long time in the making. Trust me, I'll be excited when it's done as well, because we must get an email every other day about it. But it is coming, okay? So do bear with us on that. Can we have the quiz code? Yeah, it's up there. There we go. So if you're new to this, come on guys, I'm on my own this week, so let's get as many of you into the quiz as we can. If you sat there every week and never played, today is the day you have a little play along. Open up another window on your phone, go to crowd.live and enter in that code there, RM2BF. Alright. Rigor Thompson was the guy who gave us the quiz this week. If you have a quiz, 10 questions, 4 multiple answers, and then just highlight the one that's the right answer, send it in to us. And if we use it, you get £15 worth of loyalty points dropped straight into your account. So you can't say fairer than that. And some people have sent in multiples, and we've used them because we don't have all the time in the world to write a quiz. If there's none sent in, then I write them. But we're lazy in that respect. So you guys reap the benefit. Someone, I think, has probably made about, well, it's four quizzes. So yeah, there you go, 60 quid's worth of loyalty points that we've used. So let's do it, guys. Let's head over. I will be talking about stasis as well after the next few questions. So if you're interested in this, yeah, stay tuned for that. So let's do it. Let's head over to the quiz. I'm just going to access it over here and get yourself ready, guys, for question number 1. And we're ready to go. What did Houdini give to the great Lafayette? What did Houdini give to the great Lafayette? A talking parrot, a dog, an elephant, or a lion? Now you can always play it how I did last week and guess. Luke Murray says I've done 3. They come through to Andy, so I will check that, Luke. Maybe I'm hoping they haven't just sort of worked their way down the page. We always highlight the ones that we have used, so they'll be sat there without the red flag next to it. So I will look at them. Question number 2. All right, the first official meeting of the London Magic Circle was held where? At the grounds of Tottenham Football Club, the Green Man Pub in Soho, the British Museum Coffee Shop, or Mascaines St George's Hall. I think that's Mascaines. Is it Mascaines? Mascaines? St George's Hall. Yeah, some of these, I didn't know a lot of these answers, and then Andy got every single one right. So it all comes down to your knowledge. Question number 3. All right. Who is credited for the Azra levitation? Xavier Leroy, Thurston, Blackstone or Selbit. So some good magical knowledge needed for this quiz, I think. There's a couple of easier ones later, but stick with it. I'm interested to see who is actually playing. So when we go to the leaderboard, it'll be interesting to see if we have more than 5 people. If we don't, then good for you guys. More chance of winning. So that is where I'm going to end it after the first 3 questions. So we always go to the leaderboard to see where we're at. So let's take a little look, see how many people are playing. Della! Mr. Steve Della in first. Oh, you guys are awesome. There's over 20 people playing. How many? 26 people. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for playing and taking part. Obviously, I'm on my own this week, so this makes it more fun when you guys are playing and interacting. So 2 out of the 3 questions, Della got 172. So he's just 3 points over Roy, and then Craig's not far behind. So all still to play for, guys. That is the first 3 questions of the quiz. Now, I did say this week might be a little bit quicker, and because not a lot of questions are coming through, it probably will be. But I'm going to crack on through the tricks. Before we talk about stasis, there was a trailer that I saw this morning that really jumped out to me. Now, not so long ago, there was a deck of cards called the Optrix Red Deck, which was released, and it was a lovely red deck of cards, real cool sort of optical illusion on it, but it came with some gaff cards, which were brilliant, and they allowed you to do some really visual tricks. I think the guys who do a lot of stuff on social media really enjoyed them, and a couple of those tricks were good in the real world. Again, these guys have brought out another deck, and I was watching this trailer and the visuals are insane. I then went on, I got to have a look at the dealers, what we get to see, dealers video, and it's a great gaff deck of cards. Really, really visual, which I think you're going to have a lot of fun with. So I'm going to just quickly tell you what it's called. The deck, so you will need to purchase a deck of the Optrix Red, alright? And then you would get this deck and you would take the gaffs needed and place them in the Optrix Red deck. And so this deck is called Visualize, but visual and then IES gaff system. So let's take a look at this video because it's very visual. Yeah, excuse the pun. And let me know what you think.
Over the past 6 years, we've had a great ride, creating some of the most innovative products available. There's been flipbook animations that double up as marking systems, animated reveals, the introduction of cross-compatibility between products, as well as combining optical techniques with sleight of hand to create brand new illusions. The gaffs from the Optrix Red Deck broke new ground and opened up another dimension of possibilities. But we were just getting started. Visualize isn't just another gaff deck, it's a whole new system, a totally new way to approach gaff cards. While it's the perfect extension to the Optrix Red Deck, you can use it all on its own, straight out of the box with no other deck required. Contained within are 17 core concepts. They're not just standalone tricks, you can link nearly all of the effects to create the most amazing routines. We've engineered cutting-edge magical concepts that are going to blow your audience's minds. Get ready for the Visualize gaff system.
All right, so I think you'd agree that is crazy visual. One of the questions here says, Dave, does this work in actual close-up or on video only? As a few comments have come in saying that they don't really work live. I think that the deck's going to be a real mixture. I think that a few of those effects are going to work great in the real world, and I think a few are better suited for video. You know, a certain sort of coloured art that is easier done not walking around. But I think you're going to get a mixture there. I won't go on record and say that a couple of bits there, sort of the in-betweens of the effects, almost look a bit like CGI to me, but the actual core effects are all practical work. You know, when I say practical working, I mean it does depend on your performance environment. If you're good and comfortable using that certain coloured art, and then it's going to work. Do you know what I mean? And when you're in the real world, the ones that do work will work. So yeah, it is a mixture, but I think there's going to be something there to suit kind of everyone's styles. And some of the effects are not 100% are going to work in the real world because you can see the techniques, or you understand the techniques he's doing. I mean, if you do a snap change, that is a great idea for a snap change, that gimmick. And in the video that I saw, he goes through and he shows you what you receive. The Queen one, I think, is a real funny, quirky little idea, if you understand the moves that are being used there. I think some of the moves are quite technically challenging and some are easier. But I think if you're looking for a deck where you can sort of, you know, have a lot of fun with, use your creativity, and that's what I like about gaff decks. I know I bought one a while back, I think Daniel Garcia's one, and I didn't get the video that come with it, I just got the deck. And from that, and you're using your mind and creativity and having fun just to create little ideas, your mind's going to go in a different way to someone else's. And I think this deck's perfect for that. If you're looking to add your own little touch to something, or have quirky bit of fun with this deck, I think you're gonna really enjoy it. But yeah, I think half and half ultimately. Hopefully that helps. Certain coloured art, yeah, I know. lingo. Largely for Insta, I think it does look really cool though. Yeah, I mean, watching that is obviously you're watching it through your TV or through your laptop, and that's exactly how it's going to be perceived if you did it on your Instagram account or on your Facebook. So yeah, you can do it, you can use it. I think the one where the cards keep jumping here, there and everywhere, those gaff cards are cool. That's something you'll be able to do. I think the bit I wanted to question was when he moves them and they split. I think that by looking at the gimmicks, I don't know if you can get it that clear and clean, but I don't take my word for that. But I wanted to bring it to your attention. I loved the first deck they released and the cards that you got with it. So I think this is a really cool addition to that. So yeah, jump on some forums, have a little look at people that have got it, what they're saying. If they've got it yet, let's have a look. When's it released? Oh, it's coming soon. So yeah, once people have got it, and you're going to see videos pop up, I'm sure. But I haven't had one in to play with. This is why I like, we've received some demo stuff, and then once I get it, I can have a play with it and give you an honest opinion. I'm bringing it to your attention because it was brought to mind this morning. So I am looking forward to getting my hands on one. What decks are for Halloween? We have a zombie deck, I think is the one we've got in stock. But if you type in any Halloween related, zombies, Dracula, whatever into the search bar, it will bring up whatever Murphy's have, as we're linked with them. But we do have those ones. We also got our own Jekyll and Hyde decks, which are really cool. So take a look at them on the site. Brilliant. So let's do a few more questions, and then let's get on to Stasis. That's why you're all sticking around, I'm sure. So let's do 3 more questions, guys. So head over to CrowdPer, and let's go for question number 4. Who were members of the Asparagus Valley Cultural Society? Milo and Roger, Siegfried and Roy, Penn and Teller, Hans and Helga Moretti. I'd never even heard of that, and then Andy got it right. So it obviously exists. 10 seconds left on that, guys. Okie dokie, on to question number 5. The Canterbury Magicians are A, a New Zealand cricket team, B, a magic club in Kent, C, a football team, or D, ex-army magicians. I should really get some music for this point here. 5 seconds left on that one, guys. And then the last one for this round is, which of the following is not a Magic Circle title? MMC, AIMC, PMMC, or MIMC? Which is not a Magic Circle title? Phil Taylor, you can't answer on the Facebook page. It has to be over on the crowd, otherwise it won't get acknowledged. It is a tricky quiz. Yeah, it is. I didn't even know. I've learned now. This is a good thing about the quiz. If you don't know the answers, you learn at the end when I give you the actual answers. So there you have it, guys. That is question number 6. And let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's see what situation we are in at the moment. Della has vanished down to 6th. All right. So first is Roy. Second is Craig. Third is Mark Wild. And still all to play for. So yeah, a real tricky quiz this week, but not bad, Roy. 5 out of 10, really good. Good job. Keep playing though, guys. If you are down the bottom end, keep playing, keep seeing what you can make your best score, and then next week you might be able to beat it. So let's talk about this. This is Stasis. This I first saw. I love watching vlogs, especially if they're related to conventions that I can't get to. So any time that there's Magic Live, I'd always have a little look through and see who's been, what they filmed, what tricks look cool, what's new. And I saw a vlog, I can't remember whose it is, apologies on that, but what I do remember from the video was this effect. Now we didn't know it was called this at the time, but it was at the Other Brothers stand, and it was like what a lot of people are referring to as a close-up version of Balance. Okay, sorry, let me just do this before I lose everything. It's a close-up version of Balance. Now when this came through, I didn't know that it was called that, so it kind of went to one side for a bit, and then I finally opened it and realised it was from the Other Brothers, and it was what I saw on the video. So if you have any questions about this, do get them into me. I'm going to play you a little video of me doing it, then I'll play you the official trailer, and then you guys can ask away. And obviously I can't tell you how it works, but I can give you a bit of understanding as to whether maybe it's for you. So first things first, let's take a little look of a performance I did about, what's the time now? About 40 minutes ago, 10 minutes before we started. So let's take a look.
Abstract Effects presents Stasis.
My name's Jamber, and this is Stasis. My favorite part about Stasis is that everything balances on a borrowed object. The objects do not attach with magnets or invisible thread, so that means they can collapse at a moment's notice. Stasis is a single self-contained gimmick, meaning there's no crazy hookups. It's so good you can even perform it naked. Don't perform it naked. Take your time to balance it and let go.
Now, for an in-depth look at Stasis. Rated R.
This is a brand new utility device that allows you to balance borrowed objects in a spectator's hands. They bring out an ID or credit card and hold it at their fingertips. You then take a selected playing card and you're able to balance it on top of their ID. This is all happening while they hold it. You then take other borrowed objects and start balancing those on top as well. You can get as creative as you want with this, adding card boxes, water bottles, whatever you can think of. It all happens in the spectator's hands. There's no invisible thread, no magnets holding this together, and the best part is it all collapses at a moment's notice. This is Stasis by Jamber.
Abstract Effects. It's in the game.
Alright, so there you have it, that's Stasis. Lots of people enjoying this and a lot of hype behind this product. So first things first, let me bring this up. I should have done this while you guys were watching it, so apologies for that. Let me just, so I get this right. And get your questions in as well, guys, if you have any regarding this. I'll have a little read through. Okay, so Stasis. So the reason that I've done this today is because it is so new and there's so much hype about it and people are wondering about it. I will say that I do have a feeling that Murphy's have already sold out of the first batch of these. We may have a few, but I think until we get them in, we're not going to, put them on the site. I still want to talk about it though because it is a new product and it isn't. These shows aren't just about what you can buy; it's what's out there. So. Right, this is being sort of compared to Balance, right, by Joshua J, which is a high-end price item. The price on this is $52.94. Let me start by saying that I think this effect is awesome. I think it's practical. I really love the version that you do in your hand, but also it's so simple to get somebody to hold it. And you can build it while they're holding it. I think a lot of thought has gone into this. It is very, very clever. And what you saw me do is the end result. People are asking about lighting issues. I really don't see there being any lighting issues. Angle issues, I think you kind of want to keep it like this, although you can in certain situations, because there's different handlings here. In some of the situations you can go 360. So that ticks that if that's an issue for you. Being able to carry it around with you, it is great. You get the whole balance feel from something that you can just keep in your pocket. You can, when you saw me do it there, I used a bank card, a playing card, a box and a business card. So you can borrow, instead of the box, why not borrow a cigarette box? You could borrow a banknote from somebody and their bank card. When it comes to the playing card, if you want to go through the process of having it selected, you can, and then having it examined at the end, you can. I would just kind of bring one out of the deck and borrow this, borrow that. So yeah, it is practical. You are going to be able to use this. It is going to be what you want it to be. I think that some people might question the price against what you receive, but I think that comes down to anything. So if you're going to use it, then it's worth probably double or triple the price. If it's something that gets used every single gig, then you're not going to worry spending the money. So what you receive are 2 custom-made gimmicks. They're ready to go. They're 2 different gimmicks. It's the same principle applied to 2 different gimmicks without giving anything away. And one of them is kind of length so that you can do the stuff with the wallet. It is great. It really is great. As I say, the price point is $52.94. I'll let you be a judge on that. I didn't have it at that price in my mind when I opened the box because I didn't know the price. So I suppose I did it in reverse, but now I've performed it, I can totally see where the guys are coming from. And it goes a lot more than just what you receive. The time that's gone into it. The amount of videos you get with it are amazing. They teach you how to make up your own gimmicks as well. And I think that once you see how this works, you are going to be able to customize and make your own bits and pieces. I also think that the quality of the gimmicks is great as well. So hopefully that's answered a lot of questions. I am going to have a little look through what you guys are saying. So what do you think? This looks much more doable than balance. I literally opened it not too long, and that is the trouble with this show. We don't get long with the stuff before we show it to you, especially when it's just come out and then there's a release date and the show's in the middle. So yeah, I think I performed it pretty well, and that's from not having loads of time with it. Obviously we say practice, but in our situation it was a short amount of time. Yeah, when it comes to the whole they said no magnets. Yeah, it's the thing is you've got to kind of basically understand that if 4 items are being used, then 3 of those items are borrowed. You can't magnetize borrowed items, right? So I think where the guys are coming from here is that you're not using any magnets to basically. Well, you're not. Yeah, it's really hard to explain because the magnets are not being used to hold it together. So yeah, call me in the shop when we're not live. But yeah, might have missed some questions. I had to run short. I'm still not sold, I guess. May need a bit more research. Yeah, Mark, drop me a call. I'll be able to help you. There's a lot of stuff I can't say, obviously, live on air, because it's not my item, it's not my product. But in my opinion, it is a good product. It's something you can carry around with you and perform if you're looking to get that balance effect. I think practicality, walk around, it's a great thing. I don't think you would table hop it. I think it would be one of those things where you're out with your pals and you say, let me try this, we've got a bank card, let me borrow a note from you, and we'll take the cigarette box. It's one of those sort of situational pieces that you'll do. Phone lines overloaded them. Yeah, no, don't all of you phone me because I'm not going to tell you how it works, okay? But I can. Andy understands as well in the shop, so we can at least guide you, or drop us a message on the live chat on our site, bottom right hand corner. Andy's on that live chat now, so right. Looks good to me. Is it clean or end clean? Looks better than balanced, Josh J. What's really nice is at that moment where I blew onto the table, people want to grab it for their items. At least this is what I feel would happen. The clean up for you happens while everything falls and everyone's grabbing their item. When you say check your items, the clean up happens for what you need, and it's all covered on here as well. All right, so yeah, we've got lots of people prying to find to make me say what it is. Will you use it working set? I wouldn't use it in my working set. I wouldn't at a gig. I would definitely use it as one of those things because of how little you need to carry with you. It is definitely something I would keep in my wallet, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt, because of what you can get out of it. I don't have any qualms with having the card coming out of my wallet. It wouldn't be too difficult for me to even do a clean up from just a wallet without anything else around. So yeah, I would definitely carry it in the wallet. I probably wouldn't work it at a gig just because it's not my sort of style at a gig. I'm two different kind of characters. I'm a real bouncy, quirky character when I'm working. When I'm out with my pals and I'm showing magic, it's a bit more relaxed, and I think that definitely would suit that. So shout out to Andy for finally publishing the Spirit Pen routine. Despite you, Dave, prematurely moving Andy's arm during his demonstration. Excellent effect. The improvisation down. Oh, right, yeah. So I'll get onto that in just a second. Yeah, I'll just finish off with this. Other gimmicks durable and will last reasonable time. Yeah, they're very well made and they will last a good amount of time. And once you know how to make them, I think you'll be able to make them. I don't know if you'll match the quality that they make because it is really good, but you'll be able to make them yourself. Right, so there we have that Stasis. Hopefully you guys are happy with what I've said on that, and I will drop in at the end me doing it one more time as well to play us out so you can see that. Best thing to do is to go on the site and to hit the notify me when back in button if you're interested in Stasis. So, on to Andy's thing very quickly. Improviso is a download. Improviso is 4 tricks, but consists mainly of this one trick that I think and came about because people were very interested in this one trick that Andy did on a vlog with Harry, and it was a Spirit Pen where he tapped it however many times on the table, and then you listen closely, you hear that amount of taps back. You tap twice, it taps back twice. And people were going crazy over this. So, yeah, we put together this download. I've got a nice impromptu piece on there. Harry's got one. Our very own Chris has got one. And then that is on there as well from Andy. It's on our site. It's sold very well and people are enjoying it. If you have it, please leave a review below it. I know there's no video or image for it yet, so it's kind of like a ghost product on the site. So leave a review. That would be fantastic. For that, check it out. Okie dokes. So back to the quiz, guys. On to the quiz. We have 4 questions left to go. I'm going to do 3, and then we'll do the final one at the end. So, question number 7. Which famous magician died after a performance at Wood Green Empire? Was it Conradi, Horace Golding, Survey Leroy, or Cardini? Alright. I hope I'm pronouncing some of these right as well. Some of the names predate me a little bit. Okie dokes. Question number 8. Flim Flam is a book by which of the following magicians? Is it Banachek, Penn Jillette, James Randi, or Jerry Sadowitz? Flim Flam. I thought this was going to be a very short one this week, but it turns out that it's probably going to end up being the same. So it just shows I can talk a lot of rubbish. No, hopefully what I've said has been helpful, guys. It is hard when I'm on my own to kind of know whether I'm just babbling or not, but there's question number 9. The magazine of the IBM is called what? Magigrams, Lincoln Ring, Hocus Pocus, or Conjurer's Magazine? Yeah, these questions are pretty tough today. Absolutely, Phil. And thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're well. I know I saw John Carey's name out there as well, and Mark Cool. John Carey is over with Mark Cool at the moment, so I hope you guys are having a lot of fun. Haven't seen any pictures or updates of what you've been up to, so let us know. So we've got 1 question left to go before that. somebody earlier asked about Leo's routine. So I know the trailer is up, but on these lives we like to give you a little bit more. And last week or the week before, we dropped Leo's full performance of this. So he wanted us to drop it in. This was when he was here, so there was no cuts or edits. You could see how this would play in the real world. There's a lot of magic going on here. It's called Totally Nuts, so I'm going to drop it in for you guys now.
Oh Lord.
That's,
Oh my god.
it's not.
That's not right.
Thank you very much. Can you write your name in? What you call it in? Well, and nuts from him. From his old trick. One of these 3 nuts has an extra hole in it. This one. I'll show you why. Can you hold the ends? Yeah? And you look at the special hole. This is true. You have your hands free. Take a nut of it. And he's gone. He's on the table. He's on the table. What the 2 in my hand, this one in my pocket. How many in my hand? No, you have two close ones. No. So now you tell me, where do you think that the ball is? Is it on 1, on 2, or on 3?
Come on, sir. Come 1, 2,
Tell me.
No.
Which one do you want?
I want this one, mate.
No? Then I'll take this one. But wait. Let's try the last thing. You put all the time your hand on your name. Is this correct?
Yeah.
I take your name. Your name is gone. Yeah. But.
Oh my god.
Oh my Lord.
But that's why Houdini always disappear in a case. And now we go. Inside here. Look at that thing, right? Hey. Look how
That's not right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Alright, so there you go. So that was, my apologies, that was the trailer, not the other performance. But if you want to catch the other performance, just watch the live, the last live we did, which I think was last week, where Leo was with us. So yeah, you'll see it on that video. They all get saved on our Facebook page. But it's a great effect. It's called Totally Nuts, and the props are expertly made. I know he's putting it all together and sending them out to us as we speak. So they should be with us very, very soon. So let's finish off the quiz. Last question. All right, without going to the leaderboard. So let's go to the last question. So get ready, guys. The man who knows is A. David Berglass, B. Peter Nardi, C. Alexander, or D. Theodore Anneman. The man who knows. It's that famous little poster. A, B, C, or D. So I will say it was a challenging quiz this week, so well done to Rigor for doing that. But if you guys think you could come up with a good quiz for us, easy or hard, it's totally up to you, then make sure you send that into us, sales@alakazam.co.uk. And Rigor, if you're watching or when you do watch this, get in contact with us, let us know where to drop the £15 worth of loyalty points. So there you have it, 10 questions. I'm going to finish with that video again of Stasis. I'm going to play that out. But before we do that, I'm going to give you the answers to those rather difficult questions. Let's first off see who won. So let's go to the leaderboard. Mark Wild, 7 out of 10. Well done, Mark. I'm very impressed with that myself. And Della brought his way back up again into second position. So close, Steve. But Mark did get it right there at the end. So Mark, you have got yourself one of these. This is an Alakazam Live quiz winner mug. Tea or coffee has never tasted so good. All you got to do, again, just send an email in sales@alakazam.co.uk to Andy. Just say you're the quiz winner. Let us know where we're going to send this, and we will get one out to you right away. So congratulations to you. Thanks to everyone that joins us and plays the quiz. And now we're going to quickly go through and have a look at what the answers are, and then I'll play you out with Stasis, and then you can enjoy the rest of your afternoon without me talking at you for an hour. So let's have a little look at the answers to the quiz. So, what did Houdini give to the Great Lafayette? It was a dog. He gave him a dog. First official meeting of the London Magic Circle was held at the Green Man pub in Soho. There you go, you learn something every day. Survey Leroy created the Azra levitation. Who were members of the Asparagus Valley Cultural Society? It was Penn and Teller. It was Penn and Teller. I do remember him saying something in his blog about that podcast. I'll get there in the end. It's been a long hour. The Canterbury Magicians are a New Zealand cricket team. Which of the following is not a Magic Circle title? It is PMMC. Everything else is member of the Magic Circle, associate of the Inner Magic Circle, or member of the Inner Magic Circle. Which famous magician died after a performance at Wood Green Empire? It was Horace Goldin. Flim Flam was a book by James Randi. The magazine of IBM is called Lincoln Ring. And last but not least, the man who knows is Alexander. So there you have it. There are your 10 questions this week. Well done to everyone that got even one right. Congratulations on that. I hope that you have enjoyed this live. I know it was me on my own, but I hope you didn't find it too sort of boring or monotone. I've enjoyed it, nevertheless. I hope you enjoyed the quiz, and we're going to play you out in a second with this. But this week we spoke about Stasis. We spoke about the Tackling and Terrifying Taboos 3. Get on for that. It's half price at the moment, and we'll go to its normal price after filming. So $24.99 instead of $49.99. Can't really go wrong. We spoke about that cool deck as well, and the download Improviso. So there you have it, guys. Let's take a look at this. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next week on the Alakazam Live.
Abstract Effects presents Stasis.
My name's Jamber, and this is Stasis. My favorite part about Stasis is that everything balances on a borrowed object. The objects do not attach with magnets or invisible thread, so that means they can collapse at a moment's notice. Stasis is a single self-contained gimmick, meaning there's no crazy hookups. It's so good you can even perform it naked. Don't perform it naked. Take your time to balance it and let go.
Now, for an in-depth look at Stasis. Rated R.
This is a brand new utility device that allows you to balance borrowed objects in a spectator's hands. They bring out an ID or credit card and hold it at their fingertips. You then take a selected playing card and you're able to balance it on top of their ID. This is all happening while they hold it. You then take other borrowed objects and start balancing those on top as well. You can get as creative as you want with this, adding card boxes, water bottles, whatever you can think of. It all happens in the spectator's hands. There's no invisible thread, no magnets holding this together, and the best part is it all collapses at a moment's notice. This is Stasis by Jammer.
Abstract Effects. It's in the game.